You probably heard that a million times already.
Low cut any track or instrument which is not your bass.
Well, so let's talk about what's supposed to be the biggest controversy in a history of mixing. Should you really follow this advice? Or not? For most of us, it's like a muscle memory to apply the cut, which promises more clarity and headroom. But what if this unnecessary rumble contains warmth and beef? So here are two examples. For the first one, I applied a classic low cut to completely get rid of bassy tones. Second one has not only much smaller cut, but I also slightly boosted the warmth area. Judge it for yourself, but I find the second one much richer. It would be totally fine if I would use a single sub for my bass, but as it is this brassy analog one, there are quite a few areas where those two overlap. Just look at bass space tab and side levels. With a deep low cut, and with the one from the second example. Clearly I have more room to work with the first one, but no worries, there is a way to combine those two together. As you can see, I already loaded Fuser on those chords, used my bass as sidechain signal, and then clicked Resolve Conflicts. This gives me a healthy starting point, but just for comparison, let's play before and after. To be honest, I could call it a day, but let's try to improve this effect a little. It could be hard for you to get an idea with regular playback, but that's where Delta mode comes in clutch. It outputs only the part that will be cut from our chords. You definitely don't want to remove this part, yet going lower in spectrum makes more sense. That's also a great moment to decide about reduction timing. The filter movement I use for those chords makes their attack brighter, but then decay with low end buildup. This basically means I need to work with slower release times to make the reduction match the volume and filter envelope. But no worries if there is too much details for you at once, since Fuser suggests those adjustments as well. Finally, we can try to work with phase. But to be honest with you, those are not exactly the same sounds, so a phase rotation won't be a necessary adjustment. But we can try to play with phase match and see if that makes any difference. Okay, I left the spicy part for the last, but before that, if you enjoyed this video and want more tips on mixing and mastering, make sure to click that like and subscribe button. This helps us make better videos and share even better tips with you. The legendary low-cut master discussion. There are whole essays about this topic, but the answer to make them or not is actually quite simple. A steep curve like this one will screw up your phase a lot, which in other words means that you can throw all your precious kick and bass adjustments to the trash. A gentle one won't be as dramatic and sometimes even flows unnoticed. But the general rule is, as long as you pay attention to mixing low end first, there will be no need to apply low cut on your master track. If you really feel a need to control low end at this stage, then better use low shelves like the ones from our bass room plugin. It not only eliminates the hassle of phase issues, but also lets you actually shape the tone instead of simply robbing your master from it. Let us know if you want to watch more detailed video about low shelves and how to use them in the comments. And remember, all of our plugins have free trials available in the description. Till the next time.